The entire workflow of Laminar is built with a complete focus on how to effectively manage and work with multiple layers and their related masks. In this tutorial, we would try to recreate the scene. This scene is composed of 6 different layers, namely the background layer, 2 separate layers for the lions, 2 layers to create the rocky base, and 1 layer for the eagle on top. Before we begin, let us understand how to navigate about the layer controls. The layers stack is located on the lower left of the screen. Just below the same, we can see the preview of the mask associated with the current layer. Let us start by opening a new document. Now, let us find an image that we would want to add over the scene. A layer can be imported by simply selecting the new option on the top left corner of the screen and selecting the option to import a new layer. This brings up a familiar looking pop-up, with the difference being that the selected image would be added to the document as a new layer. As we notice, these 2 images don't really go together, but that can be fixed using the mask. With the mask we basically divide the image into 2 regions, one that is visible and the other that is not visible. Laminar offers an array of controls to help you with this process, and they are brush, lasso, magic wand, gradient and text. To extract the rocky base from the scene, we would make use of the lasso tool. Lasso allows us to define the region of interest by drawing a closed path around the same. Feather allows us to define how smooth is the blend at the boundary of the layer. As we can see, the base has blended smoothly with the background. Let us now fill the remaining region by cloning the layer. Now, to extract the lines we make use of the same layer. We start by inverting the mask. Now we first make use of Magic Wand tool to delete the sky. Magic Wand works by grouping the similar regions together. It is particularly useful in masking continuous regions, like the sky in this image. We do that by simply tapping at any point within the region of interest. We clear off the remaining region with the help of the brush tool. Brush allows us to define the masked regions by simply erasing the same, by drawing over those regions. Now we have the image as needed, but the dimensions still don't look right. With the help of transform function, we can resize, rotate, and position the layer as required. If we remember, the scene had 2 pairs of lines in it. We have already created 1 pair. The next can be created by simply cloning the current layer and positioning it as required using the transform function. We now add the last remaining piece in the scene by adding the eagle. Again, we can see that a lot needs to be corrected. Before we can use this image, we erase the mask using the Magic Wand tool. Again, the reason for choosing the Magic Wand tool is the uniformity in the sky. With that fixed, we now use the transformation tool to position it properly in the scene. This completes our scene and also our tutorial on layers. We hope that you found this tutorial useful and that it helps in making your workflow even more productive. For more information, visit us at vintesa.com or contact us at feedback@vintesa.com.